He has been working professionally in visual media for over 20 years and has produced content in a wide variety of genres. You may have seen him filming in various locations around Murray. Today we will find out about this former Laker. Hello everyone, my name is Slade Harrison and my guest today is Mr. Jeremy McKeel. You're watching Calloway Connections here at WCSD Cable TV. So, what exactly is it you do?
Well, I'm a video producer, I guess, in general terms, and I've been doing that for a long time as a career, and I do a little bit of all of it as far as the production goes, from writing to directing to videography and editing and so forth.
What inspires you?
Well, I love the process. I'm the type that really enjoys production, and I enjoy whether it's a single camera event that we're going out and we're shooting and we're bringing back in to edit for whatever the story may be, or if it's big remote production, I just like it. I like the equipment behind it. I like the methods behind it, and I just enjoy telling different stories.
Okay. So, what are your favorite kind of stories to tell?
Well, I don't know that I have a particularly favorite genre of video that I produce. I do a little bit of everything, and I think that's kind of the nature of most small businesses in this industry. So, it just stories that are compelling, whatever it might be. It might be something that's just a really fun event. It might be something that tells an emotional story. I tend to like those, the ones that people tend to have a human connection with. I think those tend to be the videos that mean the most to people. So those are probably the ones that I enjoy producing the most.
Has video production changed a lot over the years, or is it?
It's changed immensely as far as the equipment goes. The methods really don't change that much. I mean, the way we frame shots, the way we light, a lot of that's the same as it was when I started. But the technology has changed immensely. When I talk to students that I have the opportunity to teach, I try to relate to them the equipment we used and how all that went together, and the size of the big tapes, and how we had shoulder packs for cameras, and they don't quite understand that because it's been a while. But really, over a very short period of time, the technology has gotten lighter and smaller and better. And you can do things now that we couldn't have imagined doing, 2 decades ago because of the betterment of technology.
Okay. Speaking of that, where do you see the future of video production going?
Well, I mean, you can see it if you look at technology that's coming out now. NAB is going on in Las Vegas right now, and of course all the companies are showcasing the latest and greatest, and the resolution just gets better and better. When we went to HD, it was such a monumental shift from standard definition, and then we've gone to 4K, and of course 8K is out there, and in small portions anyway, although we're not really utilizing it. So the resolution continues to increase, the camera quality continues to increase, and prices continue to drop, making it easier for people to get the foot in, so for independent filmmakers to begin to make really quality products that they really couldn't have done because of the barrier of entry of price of technology, just 20 years ago. So the techniques will probably remain mostly the same. We just have the ability to do things better and produce content that we couldn't have done not that long ago.
Okay. I like to do videos and things. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think is the best way to get into this industry?
Well, I mean, as you're doing right now, you're studying in a school, which is a great thing to do, and to learn the fundamentals of that from Mr. Herndon will, certainly give you a leg up. But part of what we do is just getting hands-on, and again, you all are doing that in your class, and that's really where we learn the most of it is actually going out and doing this. It's great to know the theory of what we do and why we do it. Why do we frame a shot this way? Why do we place the head in this position and do all these things that we worry about? That's important, but until you're actually doing it and you're repeating that, you're going to go out and you're going to make some mistakes and figure out why this didn't work. And hands-on is one of the most important things that you can do. So get out and practice your craft, and right now you have the opportunity to do things that entertain you, that you're interested in. So, take advantage of that, and that'll help you learn.
Okay. How do you get in? I already asked that. Did you have to take any classes to do this?
Well, you don't have to take any classes to do it. I mean, if you've got the equipment, you can go out and you can start practicing it and see if you can figure it out on your own. I did take classes. I actually took classes at Calloway High School when I was here under Mr. Larry England. It was part of the speech class at the time, but we did TV. So I did a little bit there. Didn't necessarily know that I would be doing it as a career. I enjoyed it, but it didn't really hit at that point. I went to Murray State and found classes in this program. It was called Radio TV at the time. Took the introductory class and just kind of thought, I really like this, and it's something that I could do for a living and enjoy, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
Okay, so I understand we have a demo reel, and we're going to go ahead and show that.
Okay.
And so, what exactly are we looking at?
Yeah, so you're just looking at a variety of different shots that have come from productions. I use this as the background video on my website to just kind of some shots that I liked. It probably needs to be updated, but a lot of them come from just a variety of productions. You'll see some drone footage around town. You see some stuff that's come from weddings, kind of an emphasis on that as part of an independent production company, because I do a lot of those. So just some shots that I thought had some variety and showed some quality framing and so forth. We see not Roy Stewart, but Jack D. Rose, of course, Murray State's campus and so forth. So just a mix of things that I've done. Again, kind of a highlight reel there as a background for the website.
Is filmmaking your full-time job?
It is. It is my full-time job. I do it in a couple of different capacities. I think we'll talk about the Murray State angle of things. And this is a specific reel that I did for a lake house. This is, what we would call a realty video, of course, and it's an immaculate property that a realtor asked me to produce a video of, and so. Of course, here you're seeing a mixture of different shots, some exterior stuff done with the drone, of course, and the purpose of this one, of course, is to show a would-be buyer the property, to show them all the different elements of it. At some point, it'll go inside the property, and we'll take a look at the scenery around that. So this is an example of something that video production companies do. Obviously it's a great way to highlight a property to show people who might be interested.
What are some of your favorite? What is your favorite project you have ever worked on?
Oh, that's, I'm not sure I can answer that directly. I'll tell you maybe a couple of different things. For one, again, it goes back to things that I think connect with people. So some of the favorite things I did, when my brother was head football coach here at Callaway, we did a microphone segment in a lot of the games he was coaching, and we would cut those together and kind of give the behind the scenes, and show his passion and the team's drive, and that was a lot of fun. Those were late nights on Friday nights cutting those together for his show. I've recently produced something with a local couple who found out they were having twins. I'd produced their wedding video, and we did something that I think turned out pretty special. We basically more or less created a little reality TV show episode where we found out what they were having, and we went through the whole process of and use that for them to tell their family, you know, what baby A and B were going to be. And I got to find out first because they wanted to be surprised, and that was a part of the whole show, if you will. That was a lot of fun. And, you know, then a variety of things, just stories about, you know, it might be Murray State students, it might be about great programs that we have there. You know, weddings are great because you know, it's the beginning of people lives together, and those tend to be very appreciated. So yeah, a little bit of everything. Just enjoy the process for the most part.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with Jeremy McKeel on Calloway Connections.
Good job.
Hello, my name is Slade Harrison, and this is Jeremy McKeel. Welcome back to Calloway Connections on WCSD TV. So, I understand you have a job at Murray State?
Yes, I'm the manager of digital media services at Murray State, which is essentially the in-house video production unit for the university.
Okay. What kind of stuff do they do?
We are part of the branding, marketing, and communication wing of the university, and so we produce obviously content that's related to the marketing of Murray State, and that's really a variety of things. It's anything from a 30-second commercial that you would air on regional television that might air on ESPN during a racer game. It's short stories about interesting students, the things they're doing. It's about faculty. It's about Murray State in general. Or it might be something like yesterday, my crew helped me to work with some students and produce the annual all-campus sing, which is a big, about a 4.5-hour production that we did a live remote of. So it's just a variety of things, but it all goes back to showcasing the great opportunities at Murray State.
My sister was an all-campus sing a few years ago, and she asked me to go to the website what it was being streamed on and record the screen for her.
Oh yeah.
So I did that for her.
Oh great.
Can you give us a history of you and what you've done to get to where you are?
Well, you know, as I mentioned before, schooling was part of it. It's where I really decided that this was something that I wanted to pursue. So I got a degree in radio television at Murray State, which is now called television production. And then it just so worked out, well, really during college, there was a low-power TV station in Murray that had just started. It started in 1995, and I got a job there. And from the ground up, we hung the lights, we worked with the power, we built the studio, we installed all the equipment. And then for a few years, we produced local content, including local newscasts and so forth. And so I learned a lot there. The great thing about working in low budget, if there is a great thing, is that you learn to make do and you learn to make things work on, without having a great deal of budget and always the best equipment. So learned a lot there, did videography, shot sports, shot news, shot promotional content, and kind of worked my way up there to directing the newscast, did that for a while. In 1998, that television station was donated to Murray State, and I was finishing my degree. And so we operated a commercial TV station at the university for 4 years. And then at that point, Murray State figured out that commercial television is really expensive, and it is. And so they decided they didn't really want to be in that business anymore. So they actually donated or gave the license to a sister affiliate, a company that we were working with, and they got out of that. But they thought, video production is a really good thing for us to have for an in-house thing, and so we basically became my department then. So we started producing that content specifically for the university. I spent 9 years as a faculty member at Murray State teaching in the television sequence, working with students and kind of continuing to develop my skills. I've also worked, of course, on the side in my own production company. And so, just through the years have, tried to learn, try to keep getting better, and that's really all that we can do is keep working at it.
Okay. Thanks for coming today and doing this interview.
Sure, thank you.
This has been Slade Harrison, and this is Jeremy McKeel. And yeah, oh, that's logo.
Sure, yeah, that's my production company, my side work there, and if anyone would like to contact me, they can easily find me there, McKeelVideo.com, and of course my contact information is there should anybody have any questions or need to reach me.
Okay, well, see you next time.